and then I was told that I had had a floorgasm. Well, that explains that.
I'm Tim.
I'm Wyatt. He's my dad.
That's my son. 2 dudes.
1 truck.
A million things to do.
And 1 life to live.
Hey everybody, welcome back to the Positive Crunch YouTube channel. We appreciate you stopping by, as always. So, something that we're going to be doing going forward, I think I've mentioned on a few videos, they may or may not have been on the ones that we're going to cover today. But going forward, what we want to do is about every 5 videos is music-wise, no matter what the genre, or if it's something outside of the reaction world. What we want to do is we want to kind of go over those 5, and in those videos, what we will do, or I will do, is we will, we'll show the thumbnail of that video. We will talk about that video a little bit, maybe give some details, maybe talk about some of the things that I learned from the fans. And then I'm going to actually recap the score. So it's pretty simple. I'm going to kind of try to keep these to about a 10-minute to maybe 12-minute video at max. That's why I'm only doing 5. So you can probably expect about every month there should at least be one. Probably every 3 weeks, to be honest with you, because one of the things that we want to do is, what we're planning to do is, since we fell down this hole of Sabaton and Nightwish, and I'm not complaining, what I want to do, and I talked with my son, is we're going to try to drop a Sabaton video every Monday, a reaction video. Every Wednesday, we're going to have anything that kind of falls in between. So, like, you'll have possibly like an album recommendation, in which that is basically where we take an album that's been out for a while and we talk about it, maybe play a track on it, and we just go over that particular album. Maybe somebody will discover some new music that they like in a different genre. Maybe somebody knows this music and they haven't heard it in a while and they're just like, oh my gosh, and it throws them back and they go and listen to it. So that's something that we want to do. And so on Wednesdays, we're going to do something like that. Some of the country reactions or different genre reactions. And occasionally you'll see like our try videos or stuff like that. On Thursdays, we want to do Nightwish. Every Thursday. Because there's so much material out there for Sabaton and Nightwish. What we will do is, since we're doing the Monday and Thursday thing for those 2 bands, is on Wednesdays, like I said, we'll be doing all kinds of stuff. So if there's other new bands, we may hit them on Tuesday. We may hit them on the Wednesday mark. Sometimes we may even drop them on Fridays. But we're going to try to have a lot of content here on this channel. The outpouring, the support from around the world, especially in the Scandinavian regions. Mwah, love you guys. Europe, you guys rock. There's been so much love, so much compassion for the bands. I learned what a Nightwish Army is. Wow. So, long story short, we're going to get into this, but before we do, I want to cover my grading system so that it makes a little more sense to you. So I'm going to put the grading system right here, and please forgive me if I look away. I've got everything written down, and I don't want to really forget anything. So here we go. 10. That means perfection. I mean, absolute perfection. It's unreal. My scale, a 9, is where most people's 10 is. Okay? So I know that seems a little odd, but we set a little higher standard. 9 means excellent, which means basically the gods are smiling. 8 is great. It makes your soul happy. 7, it's good, and I would recommend this music or this song, maybe this video. 6, it has its moments, but I'm okay if I don't hear it again. 5, it's okay, and that's just about it. 4. Not exactly terrible, but not exactly great. So, we get down to the bottom 3. Number 3, it's not my cup of tea. Okay, just simply, I don't care for it. Number 2, I'd prefer to listen to dogs bark. I know that's pretty descriptive, and I love dogs. But number 1 means garbage, absolute waste of my time. And that's what our grading system is. Now, we do quarter scale, so if we hit something that's a 9, which on anybody else's scale would be like a perfect 10, anything above that in a quarter scale is just closer to perfection. So when you see us grade a 9 and you're like, what? Technically, that's a 10 for somebody else. For us, 9 is excellent, okay? So it's a little more compressed scale, but so that you know it, there you go. The very first video that we dropped, how did we get to doing reactions? Well, my son I only have him like every other weekend, so it made it hard for our try videos and our other stuff. So we talked, and we wanted to go back. He wanted to go back towards more music-related stuff because that's kind of sort of where we started with our channel, and we love music. We're music fanatics. We're nuts. I mean, it's crazy. He plays guitar. He plays percussions. The kid's got just that gene. I grew up playing drums and percussions, and I taught myself how to play a little guitar. I'm not great at it. He's the guitar player. So I'm more of the singer-songwriter kind of guy, so really enjoy it. But I kind of fall down the more country, southern rock, classic rock kind of stuff. That's what I really enjoy singing. But I am a complete metalhead. I absolutely love metal. Anyway, I digress. So let's get for the first one. We decided we were going to do some random search, and we were going to start doing some reactions because we enjoyed them. Plus, we were going to learn and find some new music and bands. I did a search for the new heavy metal, and I see this cool logo, and it says Sabaton. I'm like, I got to check this out. So I did Sabaton's Last Stand, the official video. This deals with the 1527 sack of Rome, and it tells of the 189 brave Swiss Guard soldiers during the sack of Rome. I'm not going to go into the whole detail of that, but what's fabulous about this band for me is I love history. And you can go to their website, and they also have a YouTube channel called Sabaton History, and they detail all their songs. And their songs are slated towards historical, wartime, and military type events. So go check that out. You're going to love it. If you're new and you're just discovering Sabaton, oh, Lord, you in for a ride, my man or my gal. I'm telling you, go get them. Check those out. Sabaton.net. That's go to their website. They'll have all their lyrics, and then below it, it's got the history. And that history fact is fantastic, okay? So that was our first one. I scored that a 9.5, okay? So that was somewhere in between excellent and perfection. I thought it was great. The video did very well. Our channel started blowing up. The people are awesome. And we started grabbing subscribers from around the world. That was our first taste, and it hooked us. The band is amazing. Go check them out. How amazing were they? Second video was Uprising. I did the live from Woodstock, Poland 2012 concert. Wow. Wow. I was blown away by this crowd. But when you think of the Uprising, and I've got the history pulled up here so I don't get it wrong, and I'm just going to hit a little bit of it so that hopefully it intrigues like new people to go over here and check this out. But the Warsaw Uprising was a major World War II operation by the Polish Resistance Home Army to liberate Warsaw from Nazi Germany. The rebellion was timed to coincide with Soviet Union's Red Army approaching the eastern suburbs of the city and retreat of the German forces. However, the Soviet advance stopped short, enabling the Germans to regroup and demolish the city while defeating the Polish resistance, which fought for 63 days with little outside support. Let me tell you something. Go read the rest of that. This is absolutely interesting, and this concert was, and for them to be doing this song in Poland, the energy, oh my Lord, it got a 9.5. The third video was actually a country outlaw. Again, I did a blind search, and I come up with Creed Fisher. Creed Fisher is from Kyle, Texas, and he is in the Texas outlaw or outlaw country genre. What I found out about Creed was he basically, his first album was in 2004, and I found the song Old School. It was released in October of 2019, and in this video, it's a really cool outlaw type song. Creed was born the same year I was, 1974, so we're the same age. Creed just seems like he's just your down-home American Texas boy, and I really dug his music. I did fail to put a score when going through it because I did get kind of trapped in talking about today's country music. Anyway, long story short, overall, this song, I would give it an 8. I mean, it's great, and it did make my soul happy. So check it out if you haven't. Creed Fisher from Texas. That's country, boys. Now, on to the fourth video. That was Bismarck by Sabaton. Good Lord. I'm telling you what's the truth. We watched the official video, or I did, and it deals with the sinking of the Bismarck and that whole, there's so many layers in this video. This video was unreal. And some of the followers were telling me that the CGI was done by the World of Warcraft designers and creators. And let me tell you, go watch that video. It is absolutely amazing. It blew me away. And I went back and watched it several times again, and I noticed the Prima Victoria, which is another song, and that's actually coming up. We're going to drop that on Friday, right before D-Day anniversary. So, long story short, Bismarck was a masterpiece. I mean, an absolute masterpiece. There were so many things, like, once I really got to looking, I saw what I thought was a silhouette of the ship before the big reveal, and my mind was like, am I imagining something that I want to see, or did I just see that? A few commenters actually pointed the fact out that I was one of the first to catch it before the big reveal. So that was pretty cool. I do like to pay attention because I think it's important for people to pay attention when creators do things, and this band is amazing. They're like an onion. They're just like an onion. Every layer there's something interesting. From the pocket watch, the coordinates on it, and I'm not going to go into a lot of that, but you just go watch the video and see what you can pick out from it. It is fantastic. This scored a 10 by me. It was perfection. Okay, so, and the fifth and final video was Nightwish Ghost Love Score. Okay, this was live from Wacken in 2013. Now, what I found out from the fans since this is basically this was shortly after Floor Jansen, or Jansen, I think it's Jansen, I think that's how it'd be pronounced, had joined the band, and she is the third female vocalist. Okay, I'm going to tell you something. I had an experience during this, and the hair stood on end. I mean, there was stuff happening, okay? And what I have found out, that what I did experience was what the Nightwish Army, and wow, what an army you guys are. You guys and gals are incredible, okay? Long story short, I was told I had a floorgasm. So, and trust me, if that's what that was, sign me up for more. I literally watched this video, was blown absolutely away by it. Her vocal range is, as one of the subscribers notated, Floor is the Swiss Army knife of the metal world. I'm telling you what, this gal got it, okay? And she's also married to the drummer from Sabaton. So funny that it all connected, but the fans really led us over to Nightwish. After the video was over with, I went back and forth, and I ended up giving a score of 9.5. Now, 9.5 is a great score. And I got a little heat from that, okay? And that's cool. I don't mind the heat. But what I had found out was after this was out, and I found out that I had experienced a floorgasm, as the Nightwish Army pointed out so many times and said they enjoyed watching me have my first one on film, is that I probably wasn't in the best state of mind to actually score that performance, because even though I can't go back and change it on the video, I will go ahead and bow my head and I will say I was wrong. I was in the after effects of my floorgasm, and that was a 10. That performance was an absolute 10. The outfit she wears, son, I'm going to tell you what's true. Boys, and girls, however, go check that out. She is something else. I believe somebody said she was 6'1", and she's every bit of it. She is power. She is very well vocally trained. So I've learned a lot about her. Go look her up. She is fantastic. This song is amazing. And this video you should definitely check out. Now, that's the end of this. That was the first 5 of our videos. And I hope to do this after every 5 that we drop. So about every 2 or 3 weeks, you should see one of these. I do ask if you would please, when you see these, take the time and watch them. Give us that support there. We're not going to make any kind of monetization off of our reaction videos. As well we shouldn't, because, obviously the record company and the artist deserve the money from any revenue from these, because that is their property, and we thank them so much for it being out here. It is a great promotion for them, but if you can watch videos like this where we don't actually have any music, that helps our channel grow. It helps us out in the long run, and we would really appreciate it. We do appreciate everybody who has come on board and showed us so much love and support, and we hope you'll continue. Much love from the U.S., to around the world. You guys are awesome. Okay, guys and gals, you rock. So with that being said, I'm going to end it here. Everything's popping up on the screen. All of our social media that we do. We have opened up a Patreon account. I'm new to it, but we do have free tiers there if you are interested in supporting the channel even further. Go over there, check it out. The link will be in the description, and it will go for a lot of good causes. Plus, it helps pay for equipment and stuff like that. And we do give to a lot of good charities, and we want to do more of that going forward, using a percentage of anything we make on these videos. And with this army behind us from Sabaton and Nightwish, and I can imagine many more bands that we will find, I think we can make this world a better place through the power of metal and music. So, guys and gals, we love you. Please come back. Thank you for hanging out on this retrospective. Stay awesome and rock on.
Thanks for stopping by, everybody.